Hello and welcome to CaptainCommerce. I was very happy about that many positive feedback to my first episode. All the more I'm happy to present you my second episode today. Today's topic, top Google tools you should know. Have fun with it. Yes, dear ones, welcome. Today it is all about the topic Google tools. Tools you will need sooner or later to become successful with the online shop. Today I'd like to present them to you. You will find all the links below in the description, and as always, subscribe and ring the bell. First tool, Google Ads, one of the best known tools I suppose. This is one that you need to advertise your own online shop. Hello. I've got a visitor. So back to the topic of online marketing. Google tool number one, which I want to introduce to you, is Google Ads, formerly known as Google AdWords. It is on the tongue of many, although it has been rebranded for quite some time. Google Ads is the name of Google's advertising tool, which you can use to place ads for your own online shop. This is not only about text displays, but also about graphic displays on display web pages or in the shopping area of Google. What does that mean, you ask? I would like to give you a brief introduction. The classic ads that were present at the beginning of Google, then still AdWords, are the text ads. You can use it to easily advertise certain keywords on Google and be present immediately above the normal search results. These normal search results are called organic search results. The ads on Google Ads are paid per click. Simply put, the higher you bid, the higher you rise in the ads positions. Many other factors also play a role, such as the click-through rate, that means the frequency or ratio of clicks to impressions, and also the user experience on the target page. The longer someone stays on the target page, the more valuable Google rates your visit. You will be displayed above and below the normal organic search results. In addition, there are also ads in the so-called display network. These are external websites that are not from Google, such as news pages for example, or the Google Search Network, that is, other external sites on which Google advertising is also shown during search operations. The Google Shopping ads are particularly interesting in the area of e-commerce. There you have the possibility to upload your product catalog and to display products together with name and price immediately in the Google results. This has proved very successful. For all my customers, this offers the highest conversion rate and the highest return on investment. So the ratio of advertising costs to sale is the best. I highly recommend it. Most modern shop systems offer an export to Google Shopping. If you're interested to Google Ads, I can consult you. This is a very powerful tool with many functions that I can't go into detail in this short episode. Who would like to try Google Ads can contact me. I'm a certified Google partner and can provide you with discount codes that you can use to increase your credit for your first campaigns. Google adds some bonuses depending on the country, which will brighten up your first month's expenses a bit. In connection with Google Shopping, we'll come to point number 2, Google Merchant Center. This is the central office where you maintain the articles, set the article exports, look up statistics, etc. Very important tool, the interface between your shop and Google Ads. Especially important when it comes to data quality. In Google Merchant Center you get evaluations about where, for example, still a picture is missing, where an EAN code is missing, price is not right, etc. Important, the data on your website and the data you transmit to the Google Merchant Center must match. About this topic, Google is very sensitive, because it of course does not work that with fake offers which you may not get on the site. The click rate is influenced and thereby visitors are brought to the site, although the price would not normally be offered. You have the possibility to add offers as an extra option in the advertisement, for example with discount codes. There you have the possibility to edit the article data, to set an export from your online store, and to make further settings like shipping costs, taxes, etc. Of course, you can also post general information there. Let's go to the top 3 tool from Google, the Google Search Console. Similar to the Merchant Center, you have the possibility to view more information about your website. what kind of links you have, to which search terms you will be found in the organic, the unpaid search results. If there are problems on your website with a mobile display or possible technical problems of other kind, I can highly recommend you to set up these tools right at the beginning because Google provides you with valuable information about it. The setup is really very simple. If there are any problems on the website, you will get a free email from Google and you can go after the problem. These are also topics you might not see in the everyday life because it really only happens under a certain device on a certain subpage, but Google, with automated tools, finds it out and informs you about it. Tool number 4, we already talked about it, is Google PageSpeed Insights, a tool I can recommend to you especially during the development of your website. There are always new tips. Also, this Google tool is constantly updated and you can find out how to make your website faster and more user-friendly. Now, very briefly to this beautiful scenery. I'm today in Coll-Baix. This is a beautiful coast which you can see here in the background. A difficult to reach, beautiful coastline where it is best to go by boat once around the Alcanada coast. A beautiful turquoise water, as you can see, normally with a little more sunshine, correspondingly brighter and more glittering, and definitely worth a visit. Now let's go on with Google tool number 5, a very powerful tool, Google Analytics. Every webmaster, every online shop owner should know it. A very powerful tool for the evaluation of visitor numbers, sales, visitor sources, etc. I can highly recommend this tool. Just like the other tools, free of charge and very powerful. You can answer questions like, where do my visitors come from? How many visitors do I have daily, monthly, annually? With the right program you can also determine which sales you generate via the website, where the customers cancel the purchase process, but you can also track events via event tracking for individual steps such as when a contact form is filled out, when your live chat function is used, and in Google Analytics you can also determine which devices your customers use. You can answer the question about that, for example, is a mobile user willing to shop or does he interrupt his visit more often? You can also see where the customers come from, which advertising measures, Facebook or other social media channels, ads and so on, gets to the highest turnover, where are the biggest breakdowns. Important hereby is always the conversion rate, the ratio of visit to purchase. With this key figure you can easily determine which visitors, groups, devices, resolutions, locations, etc. bring the highest success in your online store. So take the time to set up Google Analytics in your online store. Activate enhanced e-commerce tracking. This allows you to determine in a granular way where the customer stops during the purchase process, which items he puts into the shopping cart, which items he returns, etc. So a very powerful tool for websites and online shops. So far, there was hardly a question that I could not track with Google Analytics in one way or another and thereby answer. I can therefore strongly recommend that you take a closer look at this tool. Above all, new functions are constantly being added, so it's worth looking into. Yes, Google tool number 6, you could call it the big brother of Google Analytics, is the Google Tag Manager. With Google Analytics, you can collect statistics about your online shop, as said. With Google Tag Manager, you can also do this globally, independent of Google Analytics for various measurement tools. For example, if you want to activate Facebook tracking, Google Ad tracking, etc. You can do this globally with Google Tag Manager, usually even without additional programming knowledge. You integrate once a special code snippet from Google and every further tracking is just activated or programmed inside the Google Tag Manager. A very powerful tool, especially if you want to track new data without programming knowledge. A quite complex tool, you have to deal with it, but then you have the possibility to figure out all further tracking processes there using only the one code snippet. So take a look at Google Tag Manager 2. Google tool number CS7, which I would like to recommend to you, is Google My Business. Like the other tools, this is free of charge and I think it's a little insider tip. With Google My Business you can maintain stationary businesses. So imagine that you have a stationary shop in addition to your online shop where you can maintain opening hours, contact details, photos and descriptions. You can even add special discounts and news that will appear in the search results. I think it's really good way to get certain keywords to also appear on Google without so much effort. With this you can easily get to the first position for your region or your city relatively easy. Here you will also receive information from Google free of charge by email after a successful registration about how often your entry was displayed on Google My Business. Please also keep in mind that this entry of Google My Business is linked to Google Maps. That means that this is not only about the organic Google search results, but wherever Google Maps is integrated, you also have your correct business data integrated. In this aspect, it is also a must-have tool for all those who have a shop, but also your office or workshop can be published there. Registration is quite simple. For security reasons, a PIN code will be sent to you by mail, which you will need to enter to verify your business listing. From then on, you can maintain the data freely. Yes, dear ones, last but not least, Google tool number 8 is called GSuite. Many don't know it, although it is really a very powerful tool. This will get you Google Mail on your own business domain. What does that mean? You can connect your own business domain to GSuite and then have a mailbox like Google Mail for your business correspondence. This means with the power of Google Search and also with the reliability of a cloud solution. In addition, there are many important tools such as Google Calendar. You can edit Google documents together. In the business version, there are more functions like a legally compliant archiving option for your email correspondence. I can highly recommend this tool to you, especially because I have often experienced that customers have changed the server provider to get a faster server or a more reliable service, for example. Then it's very time-consuming to move the emails. Often, only a copy of the emails is stored on their own computer, which in turn results in necessary backups. As a partner of GSuite, I can also provide you with discount codes. Please contact me and you will save 20% in the first year if you want to use GSuite. I think it's really a very good solution. Yes, that was CaptainCommerce episode 2. I say goodbye to this beautiful scenery in Coll-Baix. I wish you lots of fun trying out the Google tools. If you have any questions, write me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check back again for the next episode of CaptainCommerce. As always, live from Mallorca without buzzwords in front of a beautiful backdrop with important tips and tricks about e-commerce and online marketing.